Okay, well, the first thing to say is that we actually made a second detection. So that happened on Boxing Day, and did rather ruin the evening for a few of us. So that similarly was more than 1 billion light years away, so actually happened more than 1 billion years ago, but it got here on Boxing Day. We announced that in June of 2016, and there was even a third event that we weren't willing to claim as a detection, but it probably was a gravitational wave event as well. So 3 from our first science run was pretty good going. And the second science run began on November 30th, so it's very much a case of watch this space. So what we've learned already from that first science run, we can maybe see a bit more about it as we go along, but straight out the box, these were massive black holes, more massive than probably we expected we might see. So that suggests there's a lot of them out there. In fact, our best guess is probably a merger like this happens once every 15 minutes. But most of them, of course, are so far away that they're too faint for us to detect. So we're confidently expecting many more of that sort of event, but probably some other sorts of events. There's another type of star called a neutron star, a bit less massive than a black hole, and we expect mergers of those as well. And we might even see some light coming from that event too, which if we could match that up with the gravitational waves, would give us deeper insights as well.
Actually, back at the beginning of the piece here tonight, the very first thing that you heard was that when we look out there, we see the stars. But actually, there's a lot of stuff out there that we know is there. We know it's there, but we can't see it. It doesn't give out any light. But, so I think one of the most exciting things about the measurements that we're making in these observatories that are measuring gravitational changes rather than light, is what unexpected things we might find, what signals from things that we don't even know are out there yet. And that's going to be really exciting.
With only one detector, you can never be sure, statistically, if the signal is meaningful or not. But with 2 sites and you get coincidence, it helps a lot. Also, it helps to localize where the event happened in terms of direction in the universe. But 2 detectors are not really enough. You need at least 3 to do this properly. Now, of course, our colleagues in France and Italy have another detector called Virgo, which should come online with good sensitivity within the next few months, and that should let us properly localize, at least to a reasonable extent, where the events are coming from. But you can never do something with one detector, unfortunately.
That's a really great question. It's one that we asked ourselves for several months. That's really why there was the long delay between September and in February. It was first of all to convince ourselves it was a real detection, but also to try to characterise the detection, so how massive are the objects. So here's the sort of quick answer. That sound that sounded remarkably like my daughter's guinea pig is actually shifted a little bit higher in frequency. It makes it easier for our ears to hear, but the raw signal was a bit lower in frequency, and straight away, the lower the frequency, the more massive the source is likely to be, because basically that's a reflection of how the orbit of the 2 objects around each other is evolving. As they get closer and closer together, the frequency rises, but if you've got really massive objects like black holes, then the sort of peak frequency when the merger happens will be a bit lower than it would be if the objects were less massive. So that was the first major clue that these really were not likely to be stars just a few times the mass of the Sun, but instead more like 30 times the mass of the Sun. And then the second feature is to do with the strength of the signal itself. So not just its frequency, but how strong the signal was, how loud the squeak was, if you like. And that, combined with the frequency, tells you how far away the objects are. And then the further away the object is, for a given mass, will determine how strong that signal. So just putting all that information together, we sort of nailed it as basically about 30 times the mass of the Sun for each of the black holes in the row. Well, in fact, it's worth mentioning, because we can all do the maths even though it's Friday evening, 29 times the mass of the Sun for one, and 36 times the mass of the Sun for the other. Add those together, you get 65, but the final black hole merged when the event had unfolded, had a mass of only 62 times the mass of the Sun. So basically, in about 0.2 of a second, 3 times the mass of the Sun was converted into gravitational wave energy. And that's, well, as one of the banners here says, never underestimate the dark side, the power of the dark side, as Darth Vader once said. So this is a reflection of just how much energy is locked up in space-time itself, that was released in that final moment. So it's a really, really great question, and we puzzled over that for a long time, to be absolutely sure.
I see some young people in the audience here, and Nick's two daughters, for example, and somebody else up there who is clearly going to be a physicist in the future. The thing is, people are really worried about black holes because, there is a fundamental distance in space called the Planck length that seems to be the minimum distance that you could ever think to exist. And so when radiation falls into a black hole, it actually is accelerated so much that eventually the wavelength will get smaller than the Planck length, and so people don't know what will happen. And so there's all these new theories that black holes are very different from what perhaps Schwarzschild and maybe Einstein also thought, and that maybe new phenomenal things called graph stars. But we don't know how to understand what these are until new theories of quantum gravity are kind of introduced. And we're not going to do it, but it's the youngsters here, they're going to be people who come on in 20, 30 years' time and actually solve this problem in the universe. So nobody thinks that physics is all solved and problems of physics are solved. Honestly, they're not. There's even perhaps more exciting problems than there ever were. I think the lack of understanding about dark matter and dark energy in the universe, that has got to get unraveled, and it's probably tied up with not being able to quantize, not having a good theory of quantum gravity, as we don't know what happens to gravity when you get down to the Planck length. So there's a huge discovery coming for the youngsters here, not for me anyway, maybe for Martin and Sheila, but not for me.
Yeah, I think those are the two areas again, and it's, we feel the word dark keeps appearing here. For dark matter, it's because we know from other observations using telescopes, we can see that stars are moving in a way that they're under the influence of gravity in a way that we can't explain through what we can see. So there's stuff out there, there's literally dark matter, stuff that is not giving out any light, but it seems to have a gravitational effect. And there's nothing in current physics that explains what that is. We call it dark matter, there are exotic theories as to what it might be, we genuinely do not know, but we can even map where it is. There are maps of clumps of this stuff out there in the universe, and we don't know what it is. We know, again, and Martin's the right person to talk about this one, that not only are the galaxies going apart from one another as we look out in the universe, they're rushing apart faster and faster. There's nothing in physics that explains why that is. We say dark energy is causing that. We have no idea what dark energy is. They are to give it a name. We do not know what that is. And so studying cosmology, studying the universe, probing what's out there are huge discoveries that hopefully in 100 years from now we'll know a bit more about, but right now it really is a big mystery.
Wish I was young again.
Maybe if I could bring it back to black holes, but by a slightly unusual route of Lord Kelvin. So that's going back of order 100 years, in fact a bit more like 150 years. And concepts like heat and temperature were understood very thoroughly by Lord Kelvin, but from a purely macroscopic perspective, meaning he didn't really know what was going on in the microscopic level, but he was able to characterize temperature as a kind of measure of the heat energy in a substance. And the big breakthrough came about 100 years ago with the understanding of what sort of atoms are doing on that microscopic level, that they're whizzing about faster, which means we wind up having a higher temperature. So actually with black holes, we're sort of edging towards that leap, and Jim alluded to it. We've got a good macroscopic description of black holes, and all of our observations of the first two events back that up. It backs up the fact that Einstein's theory seems to be a very good description of the size, the mass, the distance of black holes and the strength of the gravitational waves they produce. But what we really need is a microscopic prediction. What is space-time actually doing on those tiny, tiny scales? So we need the same kind of leap that happened between the time of Kelvin and then the time of Einstein and Bernoulli, lots of people, not Bernoulli, what am I saying? Boltzmann, and lots of people that came afterwards that made the leap from the the big picture, the macroscopic to the microscopic. So that's the homework assignment for the younger people in the room. Very briefly, I'll pass it to because I think there's a number of ways that this will help. But the first and foremost, Jim's alluded to already, it's the more interferometers you have, the better you can localise on the sky where the source is. So that's probably one of the most important reasons. But I think also the development of new interferometers will help to push the boundaries of the technology. And maybe Jim and Sheila can say a bit about that, about some of the technological developments that we might expect.
You're absolutely right. There is planned to be one in India, and it'll take a little bit of time for that to be built. And it is, as Martin said, so that we can tell where in the sky, where in the universe the signals are coming from. We need a whole network of these detectors, and we time when the signal arrives at each of them. So if it hits one on the Earth first, we know it must have been coming from that direction. So the Indian one's going to help a lot with that. But because it comes a bit later, it also gives us the opportunity to think hard about, well, is it still really the best technology that we've got when we build that detector? Are there things we can make a bit better? So one of the things that I think Lisa, the PhD student there who's doing Why Is She Not Stopped, because we've made a detection, well, we're working hard on figuring out how to make better detectors. So when the Indian one comes along, fingers crossed, it might even be better than some of the ones we have currently. It's a great question, and it's a great question, and yes, the reasons for making the detectors more sensitive is so that we can detect fainter signals that are weaker, that are coming from further away. And the more sensitive we make our instruments, the more ancient the signals that we can detect. And a real sort of big goal of the field is to build detectors that are sensitive enough that we could get those incredibly now faint signals that are signatures of the Big Bang. For us, it's hard. It's a long way in the future, but it's a goal, and a fabulous goal, because it turns out these gravitational wave signals can come to us from further in the past than light does, than the optical and electromagnetic signals do. So we can probe using them a point in the early state of the universe that we couldn't actually do using current technology and current telescopes. So it's a really exciting goal. It takes a while to get there, but that's one of the games again of improving the technology to get those fainter signals.
The show referred once or twice to something called BICEP 2. So in case you were wondering what that was, that's another way to detect gravitational waves, but not directly, it's indirect. So the radiation that Sheila was talking about, the light that we can see back to the early universe, but not quite as far as gravitational waves, we can see that light coming from about 380,000 years after the Big Bang. It's what we call the cosmic background radiation, and it's possible that in the not too distant future that we'll see the imprint of even earlier gravitational waves affecting that light. In fact, that's what BICEP 2 thought they'd discovered, but there's an alternative explanation of just a rather more mundane one of dust in our galaxy. But we're confident that will be there, and I think what that emphasises is that just like with light, there's a whole spectrum of light, from X-rays and gamma rays to radio waves, and we want to sample the whole spectrum. Well, we want to do the same with gravitational waves. So we're talking about the exciting possibilities using ground-based interferometers. That's actually just a small part of the gravitational wave spectrum, but there's plenty to do even in that small window. But sooner or later, we'll be looking to extend to other parts of the gravitational wave spectrum as well.